Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Ketsuban back here with another episode of Anime Everything. I'm sorry I haven't updated in like a couple of months, but I've been busy between work and school and all that, so I'm sorry about that. Anyway, though, today we're going to be discussing my battle frontier. So, for those of you guys who don't know, Birdkeeper Toby is an awesome, YouTube content creator. Well, he frequently does these hypothetical, like if I could be a evil team leader, or if I could be a gym leader. Well, this time he did Battle Frontier, and as always, he asked all of his fans to come out and maybe make their own video or a long comment displaying their ideas. So, we're gonna go ahead and discuss mine today. First, mine would be the Battle Kingdom. So my battle frontier would be set on a little island, similar to the battle resort or the battle frontier, something like that. Anyway, upon entering the item, you'll be greeted by someone who will ask you, to pick a color and pick a symbol to go on a flag. It's a little flag that you're gonna make. Anyway, after this, you'll start traversing. There's so many battle facilities you can go to, but first one you're gonna want to go to is the battle bunker. It's gonna be like a little pit or whatever, similar to like a little trench, like a fighting trench, and you're going to fight trainers, beat trainers, and once you beat all of the trainers, then you'll fight Lieutenant Surge, the leader of the battle bunker. Well, I think we'll refer to all the Battle Kingdom leaders as I can't think of anything. All right. So first you'll fight Lieutenant Surge, and it'll be simple, 3v3, 1v1 battles that are, you choose three Pokemon, just send one out, each go at it. Well, when you fight Lieutenant Surge, he's going to use Raichu, Electivire, and Togedemaru. He's going to keep up with it. Now, when you fight Lieutenant Surge, he's going to tell you, I really love this area. This place reminds me of the areas I used to fight during the war. Kind of reminiscent of what he said back in his gym in Gen 1. You're going once you beat Lieutenant Surge, and this will happen when you beat all of the leaders. You're gonna skip to a cutscene in which you see your character going to a flagpole and raising a flag. It's the flag you chose. So that's it. There'll be a flagpole at each of these facilities, and once you beat the leader of each facility, you raise your own flag. And you have to raise all of your flags before you can come to fight me. Next is going to be Sabrina, the leader of the battle tent. You're going to keep fighting trainers or whatever, but each of your battles in the battle tent will be triple battles. Just pick three Pokemon, triple battle. So that'll make it especially hard because you've got 3 versus 3 and you can't switch out or play around with anything. So, she's going when you finally get to Sabrina, she's going to be leaning down, and she'll look up to you in a dark room and say, I suddenly sense a powerful aura, an aura vulnerable, ready to be crushed. Prepare to face your doom. And this is when the battle will trigger. And she'll use Alakazam, Espeon, and Gardevoir. But of course she's not going to crush you and end you. You're going to win, and you're going to raise your flag on the battle tent. Next up comes the Battle Harbor. This is where you're going to fight who else but Archie. It's just a little, harbor off the edge of the island. And he's going to tell you, after I disbanded Team Aqua, I decided to come here and lead a different way and choose different ways to battle. And you're going to simply do 2v2 doubles with all the trainers there. When you fight Archie, he's going to use what else but Sharpedo and Gyarados. And he's obviously not going to be very hard, because I do remember in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and even Oras. He could be difficult sometimes if you weren't prepared. Next, you're going to come into what else? The Battle Cavern. The Battle Cavern is going to showcase a bunch of trainers, and it'll be kind of like the caves in X and Y, just very beautiful, vibrant looking places. But at the very end of it, in the deepest corner of the Battle Cavern, you'll come across the leader of the Battle Cavern, Steven Stone. Who else? Like, who else could be the leader of it? Well, anyway, so Steven will tell you, he'll be like, I am the leader of the Battle Cavern. The leader of the Battle Kingdom simply told me if I became the leader of the Battle Cavern, that I could keep and hunt all of the stones and minerals I want. So you'll kind of break him away from his hunting, but he'll battle you, and he'll use what else but his champion team that he used in Emerald and Oras. But, so obviously there'll be the Mega Metagross, since it's gonna be later gen. Aggron, Skarmory, Cradily, Armaldo, and Claydol. Now, when you beat him, he'll tell you, like, this is surprising. Not a lot of people can beat me. You remind me of that boy, you remind me of the boy wearing red and green. This was obviously a nod to, Brendan from Gen 3, but that's just a little, fun nod there for you. But, next comes the Battle Coliseum, where you're going to fight trainers in 4v4 battles. 4v4 doubles. And who is the leader of it but Ryoto Otsubo? He's not a Pokemon character, but he's the current Pokemon video game world champion. So, obviously, the team he's probably going to use is... Well, the team I've given him is his VGC 2017 World Championships team, which is Crocodile, Whimsicott, Coco, Feeny, Alolan, Marowak, and Celesteela. Well, Taboo Cocoa and Taboo Feeny. I don't know why I shortened the names. Alright, but anyway. Once you beat him, I don't know what he'd say, but, you'll raise your flag on it and keep going. Once you've beaten the Battle Coliseum, then you'll notice you've raised your flags on all facilities except for one. You'll loom off into the distance and see the Battle Castle. So you'll go into it, and you'll be told, like, these battles will be done on VGC format. So when you go into the battles, you'll be shown, you'll use your 6 Pokemon in a double battle, but you'll be shown your opponent's team as well. Just the Pokemon, and you'll have to choose 4 and double battle. Each of you will battle only 4. It's kind of like a VGC game. You don't really know what Pokemon they lead. You kind of have to guess, what should I lead out with, what should I use. It creates an interesting kind of battle. Finally, if you get to the top, you'll face me. I'm Ketsuban, Battle King Ketsuban, former overseer of Team Oracle and the former champion of the Hosho region. I never did my region video, but essentially in the region video I became the champion of the Hosho region, and I helped the player character fight against the reformation of Team Oracle. Now, Team Oracle reformed and again trying to break the laws of reality by opening portals to Ultra Space, similar to Team Aether. And I helped you stop it because I realized how dangerous that is. But when we did get into Ultra Space, I became enthralled with it. I suddenly realized, wow, different realities do exist. What I couldn't achieve is actually possible. So, I actually stayed off in Ultra Space for a little bit after a player character beat me and received the champion spot. So, I traversed Ultra Beast for a little bit and I came back with Ultra Beast because why not? And again, when you battle me, I'll tell you, I once did the unthinkable and tried to change reality to my own ways. when really I learned the true way to break reality is in the way you battle. The way you battle, you can truly create different ideas and movements and rewrite the laws of reality and ideology in your own way. So, of course, I'm going to use Celesteela, the signature Ultra Beast that I loved using, and I used it in VGC this year. Then I'll use Garchomp, Choice Scarf, with Rock Slide, Dragon Claw, Fire Fang, and Earthquake. My Celesteela's got Leftovers, Protect, Leech Seed, Flamethrower, and Heavy Slam. Then I got a Ninetales with Focus Sash, since it is kind of frail, but it's also got Aurora Veil, Protect, Freeze Dry to deal with those water types, and Moonblast. Next is Gyarados. My Gyarados is pretty brutal. my Gyarados has Taunt, Dragon Dance, Waterfall, and Ice Fang, and along with that I have Waterian Z, which was fun to use in VGC because a lot of people expect something like an Assault Vest or a Choice Scarf on a Gyarados, but instead I packed the Waterian Z. Next is Arcanine. My Arcanine has the Agua Berry, that way if it gets low on health from recoil damage, it can boost back up. Then we've got Snarl to lower attack. Definitely Protect, just to, get an idea of what moves you'll be using. Extreme Speed, because I want that priority, and then Flare Blitz, because that's like an essential on Arcanines. Then finally comes Tapu Koko. My Tapu Koko does Volt Switch to just get it out of there because it is fast. If I see something like a Garchomp or something that could really hurt me, then I'll use a Volt Switch and get it out. Then my Tapu Koko also uses Thunderbolt because it's a really powerful move to run. Especially with the electric terrain, and my Tapu Koko holds Life Orb. So with electric bonus from electric terrain and plus attack from Life Orb, my Tapu Koko can hit out, can dish out a pretty brutal Thunderbolt. Then of course he knows Dazzling Gleam because I feel like that's essential. It's a good fairy move with double coverage, so you can hit both Pokemon, and I can do a lot of damage to a Garchomp with it. Then I also run Roost on it because its health can get pretty low from the Life Orb, and especially after I have, an opponent that's whittling down my Tapu Koko slowly, I can just Roost my health back up and make them pretty mad. So, if you beat me, I'll tell them, wow, the way you battled truly did reconstruct reality. It was a beauteous thing to watch. And I'll congratulate you on becoming the Battle King. So that's it. Let me know what you guys thought, and I'll try to start uploading regularly again. Farewell, YouTube.